Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays. Today we are going to be talking about 13 upcoming horror games. The first game on the list is Carrion. This horror game is a very gory, two-dimensional experience that allows the player to control the monster, in this case a giant sack of meat and teeth that grows as it consumes. The second game is The Dark Pictures' Little Hope, which is found after the end of Man of Medan, last year's release. The game takes place in the town of Little Hope, and no doubt involves witches and other supernatural beings.
Don't be put off by the title. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Anyway, the story of Little Hope will take you to a place that has a dark history. A place that, like many such towns in 1692, was gripped by the fear of witchcraft.
The third game is Little Nightmares 2. This game picks up after the events of the original Little Nightmares, and it adds another playable character and more scary residents. The fourth game is World of Horror by writer Junji Ito. The World of Horror is a 1-bit inspired adventure horror game that combines the player's choices and decreasing sanity to lead the player to a variety of classic and unique horror scenarios. The fifth game is Ghostwire Tokyo. This is an action-adventure title with horror elements that comes from the creators of The Evil Within, Tango Gameworks. You will be fighting supernatural or paranormal enemies in the city of Tokyo. The sixth game is Paranoid from Madmind Studios. You play as the protagonist, Patrick, who begins receiving phone calls from his sister. However, his sister has been missing for years. Horror begins shortly after. The seventh game is Those Who Remain. The game takes place in a sleepy town of Dormont. You must confront uncomfortable horrors, keep your sanity in check, and survive the night in this story-driven, first-person psychological thriller.
Eventually, your past life feels like a distant dream, a movie you saw a long time ago. You become someone that you don't recognize. What's the point? I keep hurting everyone that loves me. Maybe it's time to end this.
The eighth game is Don't Be Afraid, a game where you play a small child that was kidnapped by a psychopath. The game involves you exploring the giant house in which you are being kept and makes you discover many terrible things. The 9th game is What Happened. What Happened is a nightmarish first-person exploration of anxiety and depression from the perspective of American high school student Styles. You must guide Styles through the horrors of his own mind, and his fate depends wholly on your ability to empathize with his fragile state of mind.
Stop it.
I love you. Try to scream more. I like to hear you suffer. Styles?
Shut up! I want to show everyone what they did to me. How they must forget it. I feel I'm being repeated. We're having fun, Styles.
The 10th game is Unholy, an interesting horror title that allows players to take the role of Seda, a mother and one of the last remaining humans living in the last city. The game features stealth mechanics and impersonating a creature of a particular class. The 11th game is a fantastic story-driven horror experience that is split up into different episodes. The Song of Horror is releasing its 5th episode in the Steam store on May 28th and gives the player one last chance to stop the cursed song that has taken so many souls.
How can there be a door there? There was nobody there. Just the song from that music box.
The 12th game is The Outlast Trials. The Outlast Trials is an upcoming cooperative first-person survival horror video game developed by Red Barrels. The game makes its debut with a co-op mode, allowing up to 4 players to participate, although a single-player route will also be available. The game takes place in the same universe as the other Outlast titles, and takes place during the Cold War era. The 13th game is Succubus, the spin-off of the game Agony by Mad Mind Studios. The original did not do so well as they had hoped, but they are diving back into a similar universe where you play the Priestess of Lust, who is seeking to reclaim her kingdom. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the list of horror games that are coming to you soon. I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you interested, I am streaming games on Twitch at twitch.tv/PathfinderPlays1. All the descriptions to my social media are in the description below. Leave me a question on any one of them, join my Discord, and remember, if you like scares, survival, and scavenging, consider hitting that subscribe button, that bell button, share this with your friend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Path out.